Hello and welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about the silent killer of financial freedom. Worry. Financial anxiety is a heavy chain. It keeps you up at night, it strains your marriage, it clouds your judgment, and it paralyzes you from making sound financial decisions. You work hard, you pray, and yet you still carry this crushing burden of what if? But here's the truth we need to confront. Worry is not a strategy. It's an internal bondage, and it has a hidden cost that is actively destroying the provision God wants to give you. Today, we are diving deep into the most famous teaching on anxiety given by Jesus himself in Matthew 6:25 to 34. We are going to expose the hidden costs of financial worry and give you 3 Faithnance Flow actions to replace fear with the radical trust that unlocks true abundance. It's time to stop worrying and start walking in your provision. Let's get after it. Cost number 1. Worry hinders your diligence, it kills your plan. The first hidden cost of worry is that it paralyzes your ability to take action. When your mind is consumed by fear, you can't focus on the wisdom and diligence God requires. Jesus starts his teaching by saying in Matthew 6:25, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" Why is Jesus so direct? Because worry is a massive distraction. Internal fear shifts your focus from faith and planning to future catastrophe. You become so consumed with imagining what could go wrong that you neglect the practical steps you should be taking right now. You worry about retirement, so you avoid even looking at your budget. You worry about the economy, so you fail to invest the small amount you have. You worry about debt, so you never create a debt payoff plan. Worry is wasted energy. It's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. God gives us wisdom and diligence as our tools, Proverbs 21:5, but worry prevents us from picking them up. Action step. When a thought of financial anxiety hits, immediately ask yourself, is this thought leading me to a positive action, or is it merely paralyzing me? If it's paralyzing you, reject it and turn your attention to your written budget or your next diligent step. Cost number 2. Worry rejects God's priority. It says He's insufficient. The second, and most critical, hidden cost of financial worry is that it fundamentally undermines your trust in God's character. When you worry, you are essentially saying, I don't believe God is powerful or loving enough to take care of me. Jesus challenges this mindset by pointing to creation. Matthew 6:26 to 30 references the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, asking, are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life? Worry is operating like those who haven't known a powerful, providing Father. It stems from a misplaced trust, either trusting your own limited resources too much, or trusting your lack too much. True Faithnance Flow requires us to accept God's priority and His capability. He already knows your needs. The reason you don't fully experience provision is often not because God lacks the resource, but because you are rejecting the resources He already provided, like the job, the wisdom, the relationships, by suffocating them with fear and doubt. Action step. Write down your biggest financial worry. Beside it, write down a Bible verse about God's provision, like Philippians 4:19 or Psalm 23:1. Every time the worry surfaces, read the verse aloud and say, my provision is determined by God's promise, not my anxiety. Cost number 3. Worry misses the present opportunity. It robs your joy. The final hidden cost is that worry about tomorrow completely destroys your peace and productivity today. you are robbed of the joy, gratitude, and energy you need to be effective stewards. Jesus concludes this teaching with the most quoted line on anxiety, Matthew 6:34. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Worrying about a potential crisis next month means you are unable to enjoy the blessings you have today: the food on your table, the roof over your head, and the people you love. Furthermore, it damages your ability to be a productive steward. If you are anxious about debt payoff in 3 years, you're less likely to stick to the budget today. You become so consumed by the mountain ahead that you forget to take the crucial step in front of you. The greatest antidote to future financial anxiety is present financial faithfulness. Focus on being a diligent steward today and let God handle tomorrow. Action step. Practice today's sufficiency. List 3 things you're grateful for today concerning your finances. Commit to only focusing on the next immediate responsible financial action you need to take. For example, pay the bill that is due today, or save the amount you budgeted for this week. Trust the process, not the outcome. It's time to break the chain of financial worry. The antidote is not less money, it is more trust and more action. Stop worrying, start planning. Reject paralyzing fear and stick to your budget. Stop undermining trust, start resting in His sufficiency. Confess your anxiety and rely on His promise. Stop missing today, start being faithful. Focus on the diligent action required of you right now. When you do this, you free up the mental, emotional, and spiritual space for God's provision to flow into your life. You get to walk around not as a stressed survivor, but as a confident steward. If this video helped you recognize the cost of worry, then it's time to share this liberation with others. Don't let the people you love be destroyed by fear. Hit that share button right now and send this to 3 friends who carry a heavy financial burden. And while you're here, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Faithnance Flow to bless your life. We are releasing new kingdom building content every week, and you don't want to miss it. See you next time.